Hello, I am Vandana. I am a medical doctor. I have been preparing and using the essences to which the mother of the Sri Aurobindo Ashram has given a name and a significance. This is a work of over 25 years now. I have more than 200 cases which have been documented and many more which I have not made files out of, but where I have used them for healing and they have worked. Over the years, I have started believing that flowers have a capacity to heal. I would like to share this with you. As a doctor, you are hypnotized into a big lie. You believe and are convinced that the physical body and mind are the only reality. The truth, as I discovered it, is otherwise. Since times immemorial, we know that there are states other than the physical world. So, as we open our perceptions and beliefs, we step into other states that actually influence the physical world. And thus begins here and thus begins the world of healing. As we connect to the light and vast beyond, we can affect and harmonize and thereby truly heal the body and mind. Not only is the physical problem improved, but our relationships, our mood, and even our environment changes. In the world of flowers, we can start opening to a more beautiful, simple, harmonious, happy, and fragrant world. Our physical and mental bodies start resonating to our soul, our spirit. My journey as a doctor started from ground zero. I told myself that if these flower essences work on the physical body, then they have a power and they are real medicine. And if they do not work on the physical body, they are just a placebo. So this was strange, but this was my reality. And then from 1990 to 91, I was giving people flowers for their physical problems, and whatever the results, I was recording with no belief in this water. I started believing in these essences was in the early years when I had these mouth ulcers which were very irritating. These mouth ulcers used to happen right from my childhood. 2 or 3 times a year I would suffer through the pain of this ulcer and endure because nothing had helped it. Not B-complex, not oranges, not any local ointments, nothing. So I thought, okay, why not try this flower? And then when I put a drop of this flower remedy called Integral Immortality, Gomphrena globosa, at that moment the pain disappeared. I couldn't believe it. And the next day the ulcers were gone. These ulcers never returned for many years. This was again a very strange thing. And once when they returned, I used a drop more and it was over. Till date, I have no mouth ulcers. And this is with a water that is only pure vibration. It has no physical material inside of it. No part of the flower is in the water except the vibration of the flower. Then there was this simple housewife from Chennai. She had been suffering from menorrhagia, peptic ulcer, sleeplessness. No amount of medicines had helped her. She had taken allopathy for years. She had taken other medicines, Siddha medicine, etc. But okay, so she came to me and I gave her these 2 flowers, Silence, which is the passion flower, and psychological perfection, which is Champa. So she took them regularly, 4 times a day, because I was a doctor prescribing medicine, and for 3 months. And after 3 months, she came back. She was full of smiles. And she told me, okay, she has no problem now. And also that her life has changed so much. She told me that for many years she had been harassed by her husband's brother and his children, and they used to beat her, and it was bad. They used to live in the same house. The police had been called many times, and the point at which she came to me was the point where they were already thinking of shifting their house. After she started taking these medicines, she said, things started changing. The people started behaving differently with her. And now they are actually, in 3 months' time, people who have totally become different. They are loving, they are kind, they are helpful towards her, and she can't believe that she is living in the same house again. So this is what taught me a lot about these flowers. But why did I prescribe these flowers? Here is where the mind fails. Reading the Mother and Sri Aurobindo and living life on my own terms, I started experiencing things that I didn't know about. I realized that I have an intuitive connection to plants. There came a time where there were no other people. The walls grew thinner, and a beautiful presence became natural. I experienced that even physically, my hands could sense what is happening in another body, that the body speaks. That is when I realized that curing and healing are two different things. Healing is to make whole. To make whole means to harmonize the being around the presence you carry since your birth. A presence which, if it is gone, results in death. And flowers can bring you in contact with this presence that you carry. They do this effortlessly, simply.